Hi, this is Ken Stiles, the Pragmatic Professor, here to offer some advice and some insight based on my 35 years of teaching college. Today, it's about planning your entire college career, how to sort of wrap your brain around getting from your first semester all the way to graduation. So, unless you're in a STEM field or maybe accounting or nursing, chances are your freshman year is wide open. Okay? So take advantage of that and explore. There are so many different possibilities in a college experience that you don't want to necessarily get on some kind of treadmill or conveyor belt system where nothing that you do is for your own personal enjoyment. In the first 3 semesters, it's a good time to explore different majors, different possibilities. But by the time you're into the beginning of your second year, your third semester, so you probably should settle in on a particular major. I have another video about choosing a major. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. It doesn't matter as much as you think. So just get on with it, okay? Once you pick a major, take a look at the program that the designers of the major have come up with. Chances are they have a semester by semester template. Okay, so follow that. Okay, usually they'll spread out the classes so that you don't have too much going on in any one semester, and you've taken care of the prerequisites before you move into the upper division or more difficult classes. One thing you should do early on is talk to your advisement office about getting credits transferred if you have some college classes you took somewhere else, or if you took some advanced placement classes or other things. You want to get that locked in as soon as you can. Sadly, most students are a little disappointed by just how many credits they're able to transfer and how that works into the semester. Sometimes the courses transfer as just generic credit, but they don't actually fulfill requirements in the major. Other times they just get fewer credits than they were expecting. So you want to get this worked out early on. Now, here comes some advice, right? I find that courses in your major tend to be a little more intense, a little more stressful. So I recommend that you cap that at 3 courses per semester. Anything more than that, and chances are you're going to be a little overwhelmed. On the other hand, the good news is you probably like the topics. It's just usually major courses are a little bit more intense. So spread those out, okay? I recommend that you take the classes that are numbered lowest first. I mean, most departments organize their major in a pretty logical way with lower courses numbered first in order to encourage freshmen and sophomore to take them. There'll also be prerequisites for the later classes for the most part, and they provide the basic skills that you're going to need to succeed later on. Sometimes those lower numbered courses are actually pretty tough, and I find a lot of students like to put those off. I think that's a mistake. You want to go ahead and take those. If you take them early, then that'll help you with your later classes. Worst case scenarios, you can usually retake the class if you really bomb it completely. Maybe you can get a better grade or at least raise the average of your grade. But yeah, don't put off the classes that have a reputation for being tough. Now, something that people don't usually talk to students about right up front is you should schedule internships. I find usually it's best to wait until you've finished a couple years of college to do an internship. By that point, you should have some useful job skills and be able to get an internship that's more meaty, right, more substantive. You might even want to plan on taking more than one internship, going off campus or staying on campus. Those are different options, but plan on getting some kind of work experience, supervised work experience, that will help you a lot with your contacts, with your skill set, with your resume, and so on and so forth. Okay, I recommend that how many years that you want to be in college, that you plan on being done with all of your major requirements by about the middle of the last year. Sometimes that's 4 years, sometimes it's 5 years, because that last semester doesn't really count for a whole lot if you're going on for work or for graduate school or something like that. So you want to demonstrate that you fulfilled the requirements for your degree as you apply for jobs or for graduate school or professional programs and so forth. You want to make sure that you've got all the skills under your belt, and leave that last semester for just tidying up, completing the number of credit hours that you'll need to graduate and that sort of thing, maybe some general education. And finally, sometimes people get bogged down in college courses focusing just on the requirements for graduation, but there's always room for some classes that are just for your own personal interest, right? Spelunking, or the old basket weaving, or something completely different. I recommend, for example, that if you're going to have a minor, try to get a minor that is completely different from your major. If your major is sort of artistic and literary and so forth, then do a minor that's more pragmatic, like say computer science or something, and vice versa, right? If you're in a STEM field, then do a minor that's in the fine arts or something completely different. Our brains are complicated and they need to be pulled in different directions, and so make time for some fun classes, physical education, these kinds of things. So that's the advice and insight that I have for you. This is Ken Stiles, the Pragmatic Professor, wishing you all the best. So thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful to you. Make sure to comment and like and share and watch for other videos. And of course, the views expressed are my own and not necessarily those of any institutions with which I've been affiliated over the years. Take care. Bye-bye.